update them YouTube settings. Let's get this thing going. You heard? What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another live stream. It's been a couple days, more like weeks. Your boy been busy. Your boy been lazy. What can I say? Just sue me if you feel you need to. Don't hate me, though. You know, people be having real-time lives out here. Nigga can't just be streaming 24/38 like I ain't got no job, like I ain't got no responsibilities. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But welcome back to another live stream. This is number 13, okay? Not a lucky number. It's actually an unlucky number. But we're going to make this shit fucking swim and jump through the hoops. You already know what the deal is. If you need to like, subscribe, tap the notification bell, go ahead and do so. If you don't, you're not going to know when I'm going live. I could have been going live all week, and you didn't even know because you didn't like and subscribe, okay? So, yeah, that's what happened. I've been going live. You just ain't like and subscribe. Nah, go ahead and hit that notification bell. Make yourself known. Drop a comment. Let me know how you feel, all right? But hopefully everybody is having a good week. Hopefully everyone is having a good-ass day. I know I am. It's been a beautiful, what is this, Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? Damn, I even titled this, Just Another Tuesday, and it's Wednesday. Let's go. That's just where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with it. Nigga don't even know what day of the week it is. You know what I'm saying, cuz? I don't even know what day of the week it is. Is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? You know, I got a lot going on. If you know me personally, you know I got a pretty big thing dropping this month. So there's a lot going on. Tensions are high, man. We're waiting here. But I'm not going to wait any longer for anyone else to join the live. You should already know what's the deal. What's the deal, Ski? Okay? Should be joining in for the topics that we have on hand today. I am going to let a couple more minutes go by. I did let my viewers down past couple weeks. I've been bullshitting. And I've had some topics ready, but to be real, like nothing has just happened that I'm like, yo, I got to report on this. I think the most exciting topic that I've done in real time with the live streams was the submarine. That shit was fun. I think I talked about the submarine alone for like 20 fucking minutes. Just the submarine. It was very exciting, you know? But here we are, weeks later, still dead. Submarine people did not, you know, hide in a little bubble. They're dead. And here we are on the Schmirky Murky channel about to go over some topics, all right? So, being I haven't done a live stream, I wanted to talk about something kind of new. I'm sure a lot of people don't even know about this, but we're going to go ahead and jump into this topic. I'm going to make myself small, all right? I'm going to ungrow. I'm going to throw myself in the corner. We're going to throw baby in the corner. All right. I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. Okay. So, here we go. I don't know if anybody has heard about this, any of this information. But I thought this was pretty interesting for all my content creators out there. It's pretty good news. YouTube has some new requirements, okay? I haven't seen any real major posts about this. I also don't follow too many content creators, so I'm not 100% sure of what is going on out there and what people are into in terms of like news. But the new requirements are as follows. Previously, you needed 1,000 subs, okay? You need 1,000 people to subscribe to your channel. That's fucking hard, okay? That's 100 people's hard, let alone 1,000. But they definitely moved that number down for us. We're at 500 subscribers. I think that's pretty feasible. I mean, 1,000 is feasible. On my other channel, I had almost 1,200. I did reach that 1,000 mark. I did become a partner. But that channel got demonetized due to too many strikes. I was reviewing things that I shouldn't have. But anywho, You live and you learn. Now you can upload 3 public videos, okay, in the last 90 days. This was not a thing, all right? They didn't have something to where you needed to upload something within 90 days. So this is like a new requirement. So as long as you post 3 videos every 3 months, or at least in that time span, for the most part, you're going to be in the requirement zone. And you have to have 3,000 watch hours or 3 million shorts views. That's fucking insane. Ain't nobody getting millions of short views unless you shaking that ass and you a girl, all right? Pause if you a dude. So I like that. It was 4,000 watch hours before, and I don't know if you guys know what that means, but that means like real people really watching your videos, all right? So let's just say right now, if it is 3,000 watch hours, currently I think I have 500. I think I have 500 watch hours. So we're making a pretty good, race to the finish line here. We got 60 something, let's say 60 subs. All right, we definitely got some work to do to get to 500 subs, but that's the joy in it. That's the fun in it. That's where the consistency that's where the consistency comes into play, because the more you stream, the more you put out videos, the more people are watching, the more people are checking your shit out. All right, thought this was a pretty awesome thing. Now I have a couple other little tidbits on the condiciones. YouTube has lowered its requirements on monetization, making it easier for an up-and-coming creator to make money. This is wonderful. I didn't even make no money on my last channel, to be real. I mean, maybe a couple hundred. It wasn't shit, and that was an accumulation of all my videos, all right? You really have to be consistent in this thing, and I think that's what brings a lot of people who do content, it brings them down, because, dude, I ultimately want to get paid for this shit, Yeah, I'm doing it for fun. I like to talk shit and laugh, but, I want to get paid for this. It would be a dream to not have to work a job and just create videos, but it would probably get pretty boring, and I'd probably hate my job if I had to do this shit, like, all the time. But, if I wanted to, it's going to be way easier to become a partner due to these new requirements. What do you guys think? Are you interested in becoming a content creator? I got a lot of friends that always say, oh, you do live streams? That's awesome, man. Like, I always wanted to do some live streams. And I'm like, well, then do it, okay? But they don't. People talk and they say they're going to do a lot of shit, but, a lot of times they really don't. And, it's just what it is, Shout out to Mike. What's going on? Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, what do you guys think? Are you going to go ahead and join? Are you going to try to get these requirements? I mean, what was it? 3,000? 3,000 watch hours. You got to put out a lot of content. Or you got to be very interesting, which is very hard. A lot of people do this shit. You got to stand out. You got to find something in some way to be like that fucking AI girl and do some shit nobody's ever done. But shout out to YouTube for making it easier for us to become a partner. I can't wait to rejoin the club. Thanks for kicking me out. Thanks for kicking me out. Now, this is an older topic, but it's like, timeless, all right? Not a good one. Wowzers in my trousers. Georgia Police Department is under for using a photo is under. I'm thinking they meant to put investigation. We're going to reread that, and we're going to pretend that investigation is in there, all right? Here we go. Georgia Police Department is under investigation for using a photo of a black man for target practice. What in the actual F? Look, I've seen a lot of different targets out there, silhouettes, white people, black people, aliens, neon colors, but I have never seen one like this. This looks like a movie to me. It looks like something you would see in Men in Black or some funny shit, where white people are shooting at a black man target. This is unbelievable. He looks like a regular dude. And the thing is, when they're training, they're not training and shooting to, how can you say, like to, maim someone. They're not trying to just put someone down. They're not trying to just, oh, let me shoot him in the leg. Like, they're practicing shooting this target in the face. And if you practice enough, you're gonna start doing what you practice. Am I not correct? So the more that they do shit like this and they practice using black people as a target, the more scrutiny the police are gonna be under. There's no way shit like this should be okay. Police need to really like stop bullshitting. You know, the thing with Georgia is it's a very race-driven state, okay? A lot of the southern states are. You know, you got Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, a lot of these places, Kentucky, Memphis, they're very culturally divided. And what I mean by that, it's like black or white people. I grew up in Savannah, Georgia area, you know, a lot of the outskirts cities, and for the most part, people were like, oh, you black and white? Oh, you Mexican. And I'm like, no, I'm not either. I'm actually Puerto Rican. It's just not that big of a thing where I'm from. You're either black, you're either white. Maybe it's changed. Maybe with the times, you know, things have changed. But, you know, Georgia is a predominantly racial, like I said, tension high type place. So to see them doing shit like this, I'm not cool with it. What if we had black people doing target practice on some regular white judges or mailman or like Adam 22? This shit wouldn't be cool. People would be pissed off. I think this is inappropriate. It's disrespectful just to disregard somebody's culture. And like not even to be so high and mighty. Like, come on, white people. Come on. You already know that you call Karens and Kyles. You got to do better. All right. You got to move better. You got to do better. You can't be doing this type of shit. You know people are watching. You know people got their eyes on you. But white people, they have this thing called, what is it? Babe, what's it called? White people, white privilege. They got white privilege, white people. You know, and they get to do these things and act oblivious when clearly there's something wrong with it. But what do you guys think? Is this wrong to be utilizing an African-American black male as target practice? And if you look at the photo, it's two different guys, right? Top photo, we got a brown-haired guy. Lower photo, we have a gray-haired guy. It looks also like they have a row of the same shit. The same guy. If you look over to the left, you'll see that it's the same photo. And they're training and practicing like this. This shit is despicable. Get them out of here. That's all I got to say for real. All right. Let's see what Post Malone has to say, guys. Post Malone says that shrooms have affected his short-term memory. Look, here we go. Post Malone, I got some words of wisdom for you, okay? Drink some water, all right? Put the Bud Lights down. I know that you're sponsored by beer, but I need you to drink some agua and get yourself together, okay, my brother? Duh. Taking shrooms is going to affect your fucking memory. And a lot of these people nowadays, they microdose, which means they are taking these drugs in very small portions. And essentially, they're high all the damn time in a very minor level that they're capable of functioning throughout the day. So we already know we got Post Malone, the GOAT himself, Mr. Mr. Tats on my face, you know, taking way too many drugs. And it's funny because he be saying he don't ever do drugs. I just literally saw an interview where he said, I never do drugs. I've never done drugs. And like to be honest, we've all seen this man on stage vibing out, gyrating, looking like NBA YoungBoy out here, moving his hips in ways that we don't really like too much as straight men. But you know, as a rock star, as an artist, as a rap star, you get a little leeway. You get to do a little differently. You get to move a little more, I guess, sus in the industry, you know, because they do. Pause. I don't. I'm just saying. Somebody like Post Malone or, like I said, NBA YoungBoy, they move very fruitaciously, and you know, they do a lot of weird shit, and it's mostly because they be on something. Okay, usually like somebody that knows just knows, and I knows Post Malone's is doing more than he say. But damn, man, of course it's gonna affect your short-term memory. Get off that shit, my guy. Get off that shit. Smoke a little weed. Drink your beer. Don't be doing shrooms like that, like to an extent where your brain don't get a break. You know, you got to give yourself some time. Drink some orange juice. Eat a fucking citrus fruit. And try to regain some of your fucking nutrients that you're losing doing these drugs, my brother. I know that he's also the spokesperson for Raising Cane's, which I've never had, by the way. I want to try Raising Cane's. I'm sure Florida is going to get one someday. But, yo, shout out to Post Malone. What does this shit say? Always tired. Stop taking the shrooms, bro. And maybe you won't be so tired all the time. Shout out to Post Malone, though. Shout out to Post. And not shout out to his drug habits. All right, guys. I got a question for you. Does makeup for women go too far? Have you ever felt that a woman's makeup has been applied entirely too much? I'm going to show you guys a photo, and I want you to be real with me. And I want you to let me know what you think. All right? So we're going to look at this girl right here. All right, Caucasian young lady. Not really my cup of tea, to be real with you. She looked like a big girl. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And just not my cup of tea, right? She looks like tall. Like, look at her fucking stature. Look at me on the damn camera. Like, she got a lot that she hiding with that hair. So, anywho, right? She look all right, though. Makeup on point. Would this be somebody, in your opinion, that you would be interested out and about, right? Going downtown, you hitting a club, you at the bar having a couple of drinks, you run into this lady, you might like her, right? Cool. You bring her home, you know, you guys exchange a very nice evening with each other. You wake up the next morning, and this is what you see. Woo! Holy shit. I was stunned and baffled are like the first two words that come to my mind. How? Like, yo, makeup is like dark arts. This shouldn't be legal. You should not be able to do your makeup to this extent and you look like a whole nother person. Yo, shorty got missing teeth, rosacea, don't even got eyebrows. Look at shorty on the right. This is why, as men, you gotta look for key things out here, man. You gotta look at her scalp. If you don't see her scalp, it's a wig, brother. Okay? If it's thick as fuck and you can't see through it, it's a wig. So just know there's a chance this girl's bald-headed. Okay? Now, damn, look, and you know, the more I look at the photo, I'm gonna be real with you. I really do believe that's her. Look at the curve on her lip. That's a very indented curvature, right? Like, that's something you can identify from left to right. And this was a video. You already know I haven't mastered how to put the damn videos on this bitch, but fuck. This looks very frustrating for some people out there. I'm glad I'm not out here dating because this is bullshit. Imagine like you're with someone and they keep their makeup on all the time and then you have kids with them and they pop out looking like Olga. Hell nah, that's wild. What do you guys think about this shit? Should there be a certain like rule or law? Like, fellas, if you're dating a girl and she is always caked up in terms of makeup on her face, you gotta do the good old fashioned finger swipe of the eyebrows. Finger swipe that face. I want to see what's underneath. All right? Because this is fuckery. She's even missing teeth, for God's sake. She don't even have teeth, bro. And then she's got teeth over here and this flawless golden bronze skin. Guys, if you fall for shit like this, I'm going to be real with you. You'll fall for a trans, period. Trying to act like you didn't know. You got to know. You got to know. You just don't want to know. That's the thing. I can't believe that shit. Yo, how do they do it? It's like Halloween. It's like turning an ugly person super ugly. I mean, wait, a pretty person super ugly, right? It's like, oh shit, how did you transform her? She's so beautiful. Now she's ugly. This is like vice versa. This is insane. What do you guys think about this, man? I'm not happy with this shit one bit. I think that is foolery, and you should go to jail for like fakeness and shit, bro. Impersonating a beautiful woman. This is bullshit. I ain't with it. I don't like it. This bitch gotta go. Lying to us, y'all. Lying. And this isn't just what some women do. There's a lot of women that are doing this. We all gotta be very careful out here. Mind your P's and Q's. Get those fingers ready to check them brows, because this is bullshit. Take her to the pool on a date. All right? Oh, we're gonna go on a date. Don't tell her you're going to the pool. Don't tell her you're going to the beach. Just be like, oh, we're going to go to a bar, and you go to the beach. And you're like, oh, we're going to a pool in the bar. But we're going to it at the bar after. Yeah, and you splash some agua on them damn cheekbones, and you see what's really underneath. She's hideous. I'm sorry. She's even more hideous comparing, like, her to her. Like, all right, guys, I got a question for you. I got a really simple question, all right? What would Mona Lisa look like if she was born today in the 2000s? What do you think? Let's start here. Let's take a look at the real Mona Lisa, shall we? Let's take a look. Okay, she's covered up. That's new. She's exposed a bit, but for the most part, she's showing a little skin, but she's covered up. She got hair that clearly covers up her neck. Her face looks to be like a regular European lady. She got the hands crossed. Really, what I'm trying to get at is that she looks like a classy, respectable lady. Can y'all agree with me, or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. Does she look respectable, or does she look like a whore? I think the answer is pretty easy. She looks respectable. She looks like a classy woman, right? All right, guys. So there was some sort of test done, or somebody actually asked an AI generator, what would Mona Lisa look like today? And I thought it was interesting, and I want to show you guys exactly what Mona Lisa would look like if she was born in 2006. This is what the Mona Lisa would look like today, according to AI. Back this train up. I wonder what made the AI think this is what she would look like. She looks like a half Asian, half white girl. Clearly, her damn hoo-has are out. But look, this is a representation of the times that we're in, right? Women and females nowadays, they show off a lot of their skin. They're very provocative, especially on social media, right? And it's always these very augmented photos. You just saw my last story. Women really want to look beautiful, and I don't blame them. I want to look as good as I can as a man. Anyway, back to Mona Lisa. Damn, okay? Compared to the last shorty, who was a real person. This ain't even a real person, but this is just what AI would interpret her to look like today. I think she looks hot, let's just be real, respectably, but I mean, it's just crazy how much of a difference. It's like the Mona Lisa from whenever this was painted is not attractive at all. Let's keep it a bean. She is not attractive. She got a real long schnauzer, ain't no lips on her face. You know what I mean? She ain't got no curvature going on. She looked like a man. And then you clearly look here. This is a woman, y'all. This is a lady, y'all. We can't argue with it. We can't fight it. What do you think, and who do you think looks better? The new Mona Lisa or the old classy Mona Lisa? I mean, I like the classy Mona Lisa, you know. Look at her skin. She's showing a little bit of flesh. Nah, bruh. Show me the goods. Yeah, she looked right. Let's get a picture and painting of her out there in Europe. Is it France? Is it in, I think it's in France. I think that the Mona Lisa is in. I don't fucking know. Who knows? Let's just say it's in France, just for bullshitting's sake. But I could definitely see the comparison, though. They're damn near doing the same pose, but one is hotter. I want to see in the comments, who is hotter, old Mona or new Mona? Let me know. I'm going to go with old Mona just because she classy. She classy. Stuntman, famous for his high-rise stunts, has died after falling from the 68th floor of a building. I'm going to look at y'all on this one. what did you expect? Okay, I'm sure this guy has scaled plenty of buildings, done it safely, has landed appropriately, judged everything the right way, made his calculations properly, right? But you can only push your luck so far, especially doing wild, dumb shit like this. 68th floor. Look at this guy's view. I mean, I get it. There are a lot of people out there that like excitement. They really enjoy pushing the limit. They want to, get their blood pressure going, and they want to experience some very fun and exciting times. But this is just ridiculous. It reminds me of like them going underwater in the submarine. Like, why? What is the point of you climbing up 70 fucking floors just to die? And maybe you've got this shit down to a science, right? Climbing buildings, you got to figure it out. You got your pouch, you got your climbing chalk that you put on your hands, but bro, 68 floors? That's way too much. That's like dying after drinking 21 cocktails. Like, what? Why the fuck you going that hard for? Why are you going to the 70th floor? What's the difference with 70 floors and the 30 floors you did the other day? It like, to me, it's like you pushing danger for no reason. You're doing something that people just don't do. Whether you did it once, twice, 6 times. I mean, look, I hope that at least you recorded the way down. I mean, like, at least get them views for your last fall, bro. I hope to God you didn't just stop recording as you fell and then you fell for nothing. You died for nothing. Like, at least let us be able to watch it and learn from it and be like, God, why would he have even done this? But we need examples of stupid people in the world so we know what not to do, right? My son and my children need to see, okay, if you climb up a building, you're going to die. If you climb up to 68th floor on the outer space of a building, you're going to die. It's good to know. It's good knowledge for you. What do you guys think? Are you guys going to be attempting to do some of these death-defying stunts just to get views, clout, recognition? I'm going to pass, and I'm sure that this stunt man, I'm sure he wished he would have passed too. Yo, no pun intended. This nigga did pass. Rest in peace. Oh, man, speaking of resting in peace, yo, shout out to my homie Paul Rubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Hermanizzle. Oh, man, this is so sad, all right? So, he died, I think it was yesterday or the day before, 70 years old, to a battle to cancer, all right? Now, I think that this is a little funny. Everybody has been sending out their wishes to him on social media. I've been seeing a lot of people, saying their dues. But I also remember people shitting on Pee Wee Herman back in the early 2000s when he decided to whip out his private parts in a movie theater and do weird and odd things, right? Nobody liked him then. We haven't liked him for the past 20 years, right? But he died. Now everybody is sad that Pee Wee Herman died. Let me tell y'all something, all right? I was too young to know what he did exactly, so I just had, like, an admiration for Pee Wee. I watched Pee Wee's Playhouse, just like I'm sure a lot of y'all did, right? Very odd show when you look at it now. It looks like a bad acid LSD trip. It looks terrible. Very cringeworthy. To the point where Pee Wee Herman made a new movie about 4 or 5 years ago, and he looked very old, very weathered. But he made the movie as Pee Wee Herman, and I was like, man, I loved Pee Wee growing up. So to see that people are throwing out all these, rest in peace, always loved you, it makes me sad because I'm sure he didn't get that love while he was alive, probably was scrutinized a lot for the decisions that he made in that movie theater that day. But, poor Pee Wee Herman, man. There's something very honorable when people of fame and notoriety fight cancer quietly, and they don't go for the show. They don't go for the sympathy route. They just try to handle it on their own and try to, obviously be cancer free. But at a certain point in time, ain't much you could do when cancer is taking over your body, especially when it's so far, right? But damn, man, rest in peace to Pee Wee Herman. I hope that people can kind of think for a minute and know that sometimes people make mistakes, especially when they're young and they grow up. And most people learn from their lessons. Most healthy-minded people learn from their mistakes. And it shouldn't be right of us to judge people for the things that they've done in the past. Even if it's to the extent that Post Malone, I read it right here in front of me, but Pee Wee Herman had to go through, rest in peace. What do you guys think, man? Is it sad that Pee Wee Herman died, or is it kind of happy that Pee Wee Herman died? Now he don't got to battle cancer no more. You know what I'm saying? It's like a win-win, lose-lose here. He didn't get a lot of love and respect when he was alive. Now that he did, he getting a lot of admiration. But I'm sure he was battling a lot, and he'd rather be at peace than to be loved and famous, right? Rest in peace to Pee Wee. I didn't mean for this to happen like this, but damn, rest in peace to another young man, Angus Cloud. A lot of you may know him from his hit show Euphoria. I've never seen it. I've seen this guy before. I thought he was in a different movie, but I was mistaken. But apparently he was a young actor. He's from California, Oakland, I want to say. He was in 2 other movies. And besides the Euphoria show, and he passed away. And it has not been disclosed as to what he passed away from, right? A lot of people, I'm sure, are assuming drugs, especially being so young. He was 25, 24, or something like that. Just a very young man. And his career and his life and his aspirations were cut too soon, man. I'm sure that we're going to be getting some sort of report very soon. The family reported that he passed away. And, of course, the normal spiel, right? They want their time to heal. And condolences are appreciated. But, damn, what's going on nowadays with people and drugs? I'm not saying Angus Cloud was on drugs. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of young people losing their life to drugs. And I just want to use him as an example and just a tidbit just to know, we lost a lot of young rappers, musicians, actors due to just overdosing, right? And especially nowadays with fentanyl, it is in all kinds of shit, right? They even put it in marijuana out here. I don't fucking know, man. People are doing some crazy shit out here. But to see that he looks like a nice young man. I'm sure that the show was really good. Probably he had a very good role. I see a lot of people grieving for him, so I'm sure he had a great character arc and just a really good storyline in the show because he isn't that famous. He hasn't been around doing a lot of movies, you know what I'm saying, where he's not a household name, right? I did not know who he was, but I did recognize him. So what do you guys think, man? Is Euphoria going to be the same without him? I heard that they're doing more of the show. Can it be done without him? I'm not sure how important his character is. Let me know in the comments below. Could Euphoria continue to move on without Angus Cloud? I was going to make a lot of jokes with his name. I had some Angus jokes. I had some Cloud jokes. But, I'm like, he passed. And I don't want to just be super funny, and I want to be respectful. So rest in peace to Angus. And I hope that we can just enjoy, the material and content that he has put out and remember him for the nice young man that he was, man. Rest in peace, Angus. Rest in peace. I got one more story, guys. I got one more story. It is insanely funny. Lizzo forced dancers to eat bananas from sex workers' vaginas during Amsterdam trip. I had to read this shit like 4 times. What now? She made people eat what? This bitch don't even eat fruit, and she making other people eat fruit out of what? Huh? Yo, let's read this shit. Oh my God. What? Like, what did I... Three of Lizzo's former dancers are suing the Good as Hell performer, as well as Big Girl, Big Touring, and Shirlene Quigley, for allegedly subjecting them to endure weight shaming, sexually denigrating. Who's spell checking this shit? Sexually denigrating behavior and pressuring them to participate in disturbing sex shows. Weight shaming? You telling me Lizzo is weight shaming? They better be skinny as a fuck. Why would she be weight shaming anybody? She probably hired dancers that are fatter than her, so she could take the bullying and abuse that the internet gives her and just like funnels it right to her dancers. They're either really skinny or they're fatter than her. Let's continue reading, shall we? Plaintiffs Ariana Davis and Crystal Williams claim in the lawsuit filed Tuesday and obtained by Page Six that they were eventually fired while the third plaintiff, Noelle Rodriguez, resigned over Lizzo's stunning behavior. I don't think stunning is a good thing here. While on a concert trip with the Grammy Award-winning artist to Amsterdam in February of this year, the plaintiffs claim Lizzo invited them for a night out on the town. Cool. Wonderful. Lizzo, thank you. She's probably going to pay for the meal. I'm going, right? Which ended in the city's red light district. Ooh. All right, now. Y'all should already know what that means. Red light district. That's some sexual shit. We've all seen American Pie. Maybe it isn't an American Pie, but we all know what the red light district mean, okay? This area is known for its sex theaters, sex shops, and clubs and bars where nudity is on full display. I mean, while in Rome, you got to do as the Romans do. If you're in Amsterdam, you got to hit a coffee shop. You know what I'm saying? You got to get a blunt bagel and shit, and you got to go to the damn red light district. You got to at least see it. This is just a fact, right? So I would have been pretty cool if it was me going like, thanks, Lizzo, for inviting me. Oh, we're going to the red light district. I've seen movies about this. How awesome, right? No, not awesome. The lawsuit states that things quickly got out of hand. Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers. Still sounds like a good time. Catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. Catching launched dildos is probably the wildest shit I've read out loud, right? I didn't even know vaginas had that much thrust power to send a fucking dildo far enough for someone to catch. Like, I didn't know vaginas had that kind of propulsion. What the fuck? And then eating bananas that are sticking out, protruding. Protruding means sticking out, right? Something is protruding, it's sticking out from a vagina. They're eating bananas that are like just hanging out of a vagina. So like half of the banana, oh my God. This is disgusting. Like, what drugs does Lizzo take? The suit also claims that Lizzo allegedly pressured and goaded Davis into touching one nude performer's breast. Now, you ain't got to pressure me or goaded me, all right? Just ask nicely, okay? The plaintiffs claim that just a month later, Lizzo, 35 years old, deceived them once again into attending a nude show. This bitch is an evil genius, thereby robbing them of the choice to not participate. Wow. Literally all I can say is wow. Lizzo, you got some explaining to do. Number one, I think the most biggest problem here is that you're making people eat bananas from people's vaginas. Nena, pero ¿qué te pasa contigo? I understand that people need to get the proper nutrients. Damn. Shooting dildos out of their vaginas? What is this? Fucking cannonball? Thoom. This is an M203? Thoom, thoom, thoom. Grenade launching? What else? I feel like such a baby. Like, I feel like I will go to an Amsterdam show and I'd be like scarred PTSD for life. This shit is disgusting on so many levels. And for Lizzo to be the one doing this type of shit, I find extremely crazy because she gets so much backlash for living her life. And she gets bullied for being overweight and eating Oreos with mustard on them, like fat people shit. And she getting it, and she doing this shit to other people. It's sad, man. Hurt people hurt people. Lizzo I need to see some fucking live or an interview with Gail Weathers. She need to do some answering here because this is fucked up. I can't believe that. Shooting dildos out of their vagina like a shirt gun at a basketball game. How far? Like, this is insane, guys. What do you think? Should Lizzo... Damn, she's being sued. Like, she could serve time for this shit. Like, you got to have proof, too. You can't just have everybody... Well, you can have everybody just come to the same conclusion and talk about the same story, and it'll be true. If 3-4 people say it happened, guess what, Lizzo? It happened. Yo... If this is true, she needs to pay the piper. And if it's not true, she needs to go on a diet. No, I'm just kidding. Lizzo's fat. She need to do what she got to do to get this shit straightened out because it's fucked up. You can't be fat and then fat shame people. You can't be a fat person and then, like, shaming skinny people. That's weird. Is that a thing? I mean, I was fat when I was younger, but I was the one being bullied. I never bullied, like, fatter people. What do you guys think, man? Drop this shit in the comments. Let me know. Do you agree? Or do you fucking disagree? This is wild. All right, guys. I told you this is going to be a quick one. It's been a minute. And it's been so boring. Like, I'm going to keep it a thou while with y'all. It's been hella boring. I ain't seen no damn... topics that, like I told you in the beginning of the stream, that's been jumping off the page to me. This is why I really need to get into live streaming my video games, because I could just play the video game and stream. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that like, notification bell, subscribe. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Merc. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. But your boy is out. I'm about to go eat dinner. Literally, it smells so good in this house. I wish there was like a